Hi flops, today I'll tell you what the top 10 best scenes from Miraculous are. They're my fav equals, they're the best, you already know. Or maybe it's 11 scenes or more, I don't know. You'll see why. All jokes aside though, I think these are some of the most iconic scenes that fully gagged me. In no particular order, we start with the fight scene from Stormy Weather, the icon herself. When it comes to fight scenes in Miraculous, a lot of them are misses, but this is some of the best animation we've seen in the show. Like the angles, the cinematography. Everything is giving and we love that. Like that's peak Miraculous, to be honest. Every 9-year-old was gagged. Just don't show this clip to anyone who's never seen Miraculous to promote it, because it really raised the bar. SAMG, you didn't have to serve this gaggery for a kids show, but I'm glad you did. Next, we got 2 iconic scenes from one episode, so I count them as one. I don't care. But why wouldn't you just do 15 scenes instead? Shut up. Make your own video, bitch. Anyways, I'm talking about the Ladybug Argos fight and the Amelie talking shit scenes from Miss Emotion, the best episode of season 5. I've actually been wanting to make a whole analysis for the Ladybug Argos fight because it's so meaningful and it eats so bad. Like every punch and dodge is crazy. Okay, maybe Miss Stormy Weather's crown is slipping a bit. The voice acting for this in the English dub is one of the best performances in the show too. We have to give them their flowers. There's so much emotion and power in the way they deliver their lines, and you really understand both of them, and you're like, now what? Neither of y'all are in the wrong technically, but this little non-binary boy is crazy and she's trying to understand what the hell is wrong with him. The back and forth is crazy. Like, y'all need to stop fighting and be friends already and be the #1 Senti Club supporters. Born to be besties, forced to fight. And the way he eventually thinks he won and that he has the upper hand when all he can do is make her disappear and not make his wish come true anyway is just, oh baby, no, you are not winning here. And she knows that. The second she did her lucky charm and got nothing and realized that she doesn't need any objects to come up with a plan, and he'll come to his senses if he makes her. Therefore Marinette to disappear. Adrian will be mad as hell and he'll have no choice but to bring everyone back. Oh, but how did she know that quantum masking would make sure him snapping Marinette back into existence wouldn't bring her back as Ladybug? Well, ask Thomas how that works. I don't really care about that right now because this whole scene still ate. Top 5 best fights in Miraculous. Who's with me? Now as for the Amelie Nathalie confrontation, I've already made a full video analyzing it and the side plot in Emotion that was revealed in the end with Amelie telling Felix Gabby is a piece of shit. Go watch that. But in short, this is something I did not expect to see, but we definitely needed her to end his ass like this. Like, yes baby, fuck him, he don't give a fuck about you or your sister, he only wants a fucking sex doll, and that's why he didn't give a fuck about her dying wishes either. Hard pill to swallow for the Gabby stans. Also Nathalie, as much as I kinda want her dead for killing my daughter Senti Bug, I also kinda want her with Amelie. Like, damn, you live like this? You know what, maybe all Nathalie needs is some pussy and she'll be fixed. I mean, there is a choice, baby. If that was me, I would have killed his ass. You could report his ass to CPS and the damn police, but you're a pussy and you know that you'd be turning yourself in two if you did that. That's too bad for you. Now as for Amelie, I feel so bad for her because damn, your parents are shit and used you as a damn breeding machine, and so did your ugly ass husband. We've never seen any more relatives, and for all we know she cold cut contact with everybody's ass, and her last hope is Gabriel and he act like she killed his mama. My baby deserves better. Like, if that was me, I'd kill him too for being a fucking cunt. Bitch, if I ever tell my brother-in-law my son is missing and don't give a fuck and he hosts parties, he wouldn't see the light of day again. Anyways, this scene had me screenshotting every second because Amelie looked good as fuck. That's mother. 3. The infamous representation play scene. The girls who get it, which honestly should be everyone, and I still don't understand what some of you don't get. I'm convinced you just act dense on purpose. Because this was really well executed in my opinion, and every character was portrayed the best they could have been. Mind you, they set this up in like a few days or maybe even hours. I love the weird ass eerie atmosphere because it complements the contents of the play too. Everything that happens in that play is messed up. I can't believe people were complaining that it was quote unquote creepy to them. You wouldn't survive a day watching the birth music video. Like, this was art. And that's why Felix is a better artist than his ugly ass uncle. Now you might be wondering why I'm counting the entire play as one scene when in the episode it was multiple scenes cut back and forth with the Night Tormentor fight going on at the same time. If I gaslight you that they showed the Night Tormentor fight in full first and then the play separately, we're all good. 4. Another double feature. I mean, these two happened one right after the other, I think, so no big deal. Felix's apology and the trading scene from the iconic Strike Back. This had everyone with their mouth wide open. You just had to be there. Had everyone wondering why the hell Felix was saying he's sorry. And then boom, he trades the fuck-ass yo-yo's contents for the peacock. Like that was crazy. Everyone was screaming their motherfucking lungs out on Twitter and wishing this little senti death. It was so iconic. I just think the way they set both of these scenes up is kinda genius, and I'm so glad they left this apology in. And people are still wondering if it was going to the Sentis burning because he helped the heroes, Ladybug, and the heroes for betraying them, or both. I think it's mostly to the Sentis, because he betrayed them too when his entire mission was about protecting them. And the shit he was saying to Gabriel, like, if I wanted to hurt you I would have done it already. I can't believe Gabby fell for that shit. He's that stupid. Bro really thought Felix would get the peacock and not get back at him for being a cunt and threatening to kill him that day. Next we got the Nathalie murder attempt scene. Failed murder attempt. When I first saw the leaked storyboard version of this scene I fucking gagged, let me tell you. It's just giving. Adultery? This is the closest thing we've ever gotten to an on-screen non-senti murder. No, because if she really shot his ass right there it would be a bloody ass sight. But she didn't, because this is a kid's show and he can't die yet because he needs to win first. Ijbal. Nathalie had one job. All jokes aside, everything about this scene is crazy to put in a show for toddlers. Like, y'all think putting Gabriel in jail would have kids pulling at their roots? Like the voice acting, the way he asks if she thinks he's a monster. The angles. The lighting. This is peak cinema if you ask me. The only good thing in the finale, I'm being serious, I didn't think this would even make it to the final product because it was dark as hell. But Alia's apology from confrontation was darker apparently for it to be cut out. Glaciator Rose scene. Now I don't know if this is mostly nostalgia talking, but this is one of the most iconic scenes in my eyes. Like, it had 11-year-old me gagged as hell. Bitch, the blush? Your friendship means everything to me? Like, this shit changed my brain chemistry back then. Miss Ladybug was just as gagged as me apparently. And just when you think the Lady Noir rejection drama is over, he stays hitting on her again and again until she throws his ass in a trash can because she can't handle his ass no more. I get her. And that kinda defeats the purpose of this scene, but the keep the rose, it goes with your costume, gave me so many butterflies back then you could have used them to akumatize the entire nation. Like, damn, she blushed for real. Lady Noir stans were throwing parties after this. Ho, you just had to be there. Next, Lila wig reveal / post-credit scene from Confrontation. Crazy how one of the most iconic scenes in the whole show in my eyes comes from one of the worst episodes? But be so for real, this gagged everyone and their moms when we got the early storyboard leak. Like, the fuck you mean her hair was a wig this whole time? We've been saying her head is way too big and now we know it was that fuck ass hair bunched up in the wig cap. Or no wig cap, I guess? Aside from the fact that cartoon logic makes you forget about how her contacts left by themselves right before she got to that other school and they didn't show us her popping them out. And with her dirty ass hands? Like, that's not how you take out contacts, Miss Girly. I get you can just slide off the wig, but the contacts? It's still a mystery to me. And when the fuck did she change outfits too? Anyways, and if you ignore the plot armor that helped her not get caught with the Lila wig on and the kids at that school only saw her right after she took it off, how the hell did nobody see her taking that 40-inch bust down and throwing it in the trash in broad daylight? Anyways, it's still iconic and she ate here. No, because as a wig lover I was loving this. We need to see her entire wig collection and a try-on in season 6. Next, Nathalie's death scene. I call it death, you can call it whatever you want. This is giving the Emily D. Word debate where people don't know if she's dead, alive, in a coma, or something else. And what people in the canon universe think happened to her, or what Gabriel himself has stated about it. Anyways, if Gabby brought her back perfectly healthy as if nothing ever happened and took her place, wouldn't they just switch places, so she would have his cataclysm? This never really made sense to me because he wasn't exactly 100% alive either when he made that wish. He was kinda flaking off from the cataclysm, but I guess kinda wish it worked like that because it would make a lot more sense since Jimmy said it's like making strawberries green and grapes red, as if switching their colors. But it still had me giggling because yes, what did you think was going to happen when you picked up that fucked up brooch, Miss Thing? Of course your ass died. Or passed out, I don't know. But I just know the Nathalie stans were crying their asses out to this. Kinda deserved for helping that fad since day one, baby. Who said that? Gabineth hug scene from Queen Wasp. Back when we didn't get shit finales, This is the first time I watched Miraculous and really thought, oh, this is giving adultery. Like, okay, Miss Bitch, that is a married man. And that was no ordinary hug either, like her arms just slid there on his chest. I see you, Nathalie. You wanna fuck him so bad. I don't know what could have happened in your life that made you think this ugly creature with trolls looking ass hair is desirable in any way, but whatever floats your boat, queen. You home wrecker ass died after this too, Ijbal. That's too bad for you. Deserved for murdering baby Sentibug bitch. There's nothing monstrous about her from Ladybug. Ladybug's realization that Sentibug is not any different from her at the end of the day in terms of humanity. Y'all already know is a Lila episode where everyone's brainwashed and nothing really makes sense. I don't really like this ep, but this one scene is so cunty and should also be everyone's realization that senti humans are no different than any other human you see, as different as they themselves think they are from the average human. Oh Felix Fathom, what have you started? No, because Ladybug having a senti copy of herself and watch that little girl suffer and be ordered around against her will with no way out made her understand how fucked up the peacock really is. Like, at least Nathalie could have went with a deep fake of Ladybug doing all that instead of making a whole ass double and expect me to not shit on her child murderer ass. And the way the camera pans to innocent little Sentibug who's waiting for her next order? Nathalie, count your days. Oh wait, you already did. Well, count them again, bitch. Anyways, I think this scene, besides making me wanna kill myself, is so important because it tells you these Sentis really aren't the villains or the monsters you want them to be. They're just living beings who are ordered to do what their creator or a muckwearer wants. And the second this baby got her freedom, her fucking life was taken away just like that. Oh, my blood is boiling again. Anyways, that's why this is one of the top scenes. Bye. You already know what to expect next week since you got the top best scenes this week. Yes ho, time for the worst scenes ever. Now that's going to be kinda controversial, I think, because some of the worst scenes in this show in my eyes are some fan favorites, which is A. Y'all need better taste, I think. But I'm not spoiling nothing yet.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry! What have I done? I'm so sorry!
I can't feel my kid!
Oh crap! I have the tiger sting like to be, guys. I have bad nerves. I'm so sorry. Feel better, okay?